In this video, we are going to learn about mock servers. When you want to mock different kind of responses, for example, a response code 200, 400, 500, all these things you want to mock sometimes. So we will cover all of this with a real-time example. In the last video that we made on mock servers, there were some loopholes that were left untouched, and in this video we are going to cover those loopholes. Don't worry, these two videos are not correlated with each other. This is totally uh, not dependent on that one. So we will cover everything based on creating a response from the beginning, and we will cover all the scenarios where you want to mock different kind of responses. So I have opened my Postman and I am going to create a mock server. So as usual, how we will create a mock server: click on this plus button. Make sure you have a active internet connection and you are signed into Postman. So create a mock server, click on this button. I want to create a mock for post request. The request path I want to give is users. The response code and the response body that I want to keep is, let me copy from here, response code 200, response body is this one, and I want to keep a request body as well. Request body, let me copy this one and keep it in the request body section, and click on the next button. Then the name of this mock server, let me name it technotab mock. So click on the create mock button and click on close. Now after clicking on that, you will see that a technotab mock collection is created here. Let me, I don't want to confuse with this, let me remove all those. Okay, so this is my collection which is having a request, post request, that is a users. So in this one you can see that the environment is unresolved here. When you click on the send button, it will not give you any output. That's because the environment you have not selected, so the URL is null here. So let me select the environment as technotab mock that we created, technotab mock. Now when you send the request, you will get the response with the response code 200 here. See, subscribed, thank you for subscribing technotab. So this is a response code that we got and the body we got. What happens when you remove this body from here and click on send button? So then also you are getting a response code of 200 and a correct response body. So that's not a correct mocking, right? Sometimes may have requirement that when only my body matches with the request that I have provided, then only produce this response. In that case our mocking will fail. So to cover that, we have to take some actions. So let's see what we can do. You see an example here, click on this drop down and you will see a default and add example. So this default is the default example that is created. So what is an example? You can see here example. Example is nothing but a sample of request and a response. That in Postman we called it as example. And when you create a mock, by default one default named mock will be created. When you click on this default, it will open a new window where you can edit your mock. So this default, let me name it to response 200 here, and let me make some more modification in this one. The request body that I want to keep is JSON type, because this is a JSON type of request. Now in the headers you can see content type is application JSON, and in the response also this I am producing a JSON response. Let me save this example. We have not made any change here, it will be giving the same response. Let me cross check it. Let me send it to JSON and you will get a response here 200. Now my requirement is I have to give a 200 response only when my body matches with this request body. So in that case you have to use a parameter called xmockMatch request body that is provided by Postman, and you have to keep it in your actual request users. Go to the request body and here you keep it this key and the value of it, make it true. Now when you click on the send button, it will give you a 200 response. But let me remove this request body, and now let me send it. What it gives, you can see that we are not able to get the correct response. It is 404. That is a very good one. So if you change anything, suppose in the body also, if you change anything, it will not give you proper response. This is regarding the request body. Now what if your requirement is to get a response code 422 when you are sending this request? So how can you do that? So you have to be on this post users, and after that you see example, right? Here you have to click on add example, and there you need to give your name of the example. Let me give it response 422. Okay, and response 422, in here I will give response 422 response code. And in the header section, this is a mandatory thing, you have to give content type. My content type is application JSON. Now this is not a mandatory parameter in the mock. You have to remove it from here and click on the save example button. When you click on this arrow button, it will take you to the request that you are mocking. So now what happens when you click on the send button? It gives you unprocessable entity 422. Let me change the response code here so that it will not confuse you. So when I click on this send button, I will get this different response here. Not subscribed, please subscribe to TechnoTab. Now you see there is something that looks very different here. There is no difference between the example response 200 and 422 except the response body. Then why I am getting this 422 and not getting this response 200? That's because Postman has certain algorithm where it finds the perfect match and eliminates the other matches, and that's the problem with this one. So we should be getting the proper response. When I want to get a 200, I should get a 200. When I want to get a 422, we should get a 422, right? So we have to make something at least different from this request into this 422. So we have to make at least one change in our response code 422, and the change that we will make here is in the parameters. Let me say I will give it a name, and let me say ABC, and I have saved this example. Let me send this request once again, and now you see you are getting a response of 200. So that's the correct one, right? What if I want to get this response 422? So for that we have made a parameter change, right? Let me keep it name and ABC. So it is giving me a 422 response. That is a correct one. Let me keep it 123, and again it is giving me a 422 response. So it has a certain algorithm, it matches with it, and it gives me a proper response. Now for this request I want to keep a response code of 500. Let me name this example response 500. When I want to give this response of 500, let me keep it 123. Yeah, let me keep it 123. Here what I have ABC, and here I have 123, and let me change the status here to 500, and the response when we receive the response is this one: user will only subscribe if they like your content. Click on the save example button. Now let's go to the request and let me send it. So you see here it is 422 unprocessable entity. So we have got 422 instead of, when we pass this 123, I should have got this 500 response. Let's go to the example here and see what things we need to change here. In the header section, let's go here, keep the content type. The content type is application JSON, and let me remove this parameter. Now click on the save button. Now go to the request and click on the send button. Now you see that you have got an internal server error. A new user will only subscribe if they like your content. So this is a response code of 500, and for 422, when you change it to ABC, you will get it 422 error. So this is perfectly fine, and when you send with the users, there is no any request parameter, that time you will get a 200. So this is perfectly working fine for us. If you have a header that you want to mock, in that case you have to use this xmock match request headers parameter that you have to use in place of xmock match request body. Now suppose you have a requirement like whatever it is, whenever I send this request, I have to get this response 500 only. So in that case we have something called this xmock response code. Let me take this. So I will give this 500, and based on that it will give you the response code 500 internal server error. What if I want to give it 422, and it will give me 422. See, 200. I think in this example we have covered lots of scenarios, and this will be very much helpful for you. You can manipulate as per your requirement. So with that I am completing this session here. If you are facing any problems or suggestions of videos, you can just write it in the comment section. I will try to cover up all those examples in the upcoming videos. So thanks for watching. See you next time.